What's up guys, it's the Sound Alchemist, and today I'm back to talk about Warhammer 40K. Now I know I'm a few days late to talk about this, but I just had to talk about it because the Tau have yet another really strong weapon. So we've seen the craziness for the Tau railgun that is just bonkers. It literally puts the dial from a 10 to a 12 into the damage that you can do with it. But now we have another big gun on a big unit that is doing big things. This is the Pulse Blast Cannon. So the Pulse Blast Cannon was something that I had on my mind for a while after seeing the craziness that the railgun can do, because obviously this is another big weapon for the Tau, lore-wise and on the tabletop, and we see it atop the Stormsurge. The Stormsurge is yet another awesome signature unit for the Tau that unfortunately didn't really see too much play. They're basically like a static gun mount, really, that just fires off weapons, and at least in previous editions, it was pretty expensive. Somewhere around the mark of about 330 points for a Stormsurge. That's a lot of points to invest in a single model. And from previous rules, it only hit on a 4 up and it had a degrading stat line. So it wasn't very reliable, especially when you're pouring that many points into it. But with the 9th edition stuff that is coming out for the Tau, it may be time to pick up a Stormsurge now. So luckily I actually already own a Stormsurge, and I've only used it in one battle, which it did pretty good, but that might just be a fluke. We'll see how it does in my 9th edition games with this new stat line. But let's go ahead and look at the stats to see if the Pulse Blast Cannon really is as crazy as a lot of you guys are saying it is. So first off, it has two types of shooting, a focus shot and a disperse shot, which seems to be the norm now with a lot of weaponry, especially in close combat. You have like a really strong single attack where you have a bunch of weaker attacks, but you get more attacks out of it. Let's focus on looking at the focused shot first. The range is only 24 inches, it's a heavy 2, but the strength is 16, minus 4 AP, with a whopping 12 damage. So if you hit with both of these shots, you're essentially doing 24 wounds. That's crazy. Kiss anything goodbye with this if you're within 24 inches of the Stormsurge. Dreadnoughts are gone, a lot of vehicles are gone. Hell, even Titans will be afraid to get in close against this weapon. Now with the disperse shot, it's a little bit different. Because usually when it's focused and dispersed, I feel like the range should be switched. But the range for this one is 48 inches. It's a heavy 6 shots, strength 12, same as the other one. AP is only minus 2, and it's 4 damage. So if you do get all 6 of these, you're potentially doing 16 damage, I believe. Wait, 4, 8, 12, no, 24 damage. I had to do some math right there. So you have the potential of doing the same amount of damage, but it's at a less AP, and you can do it at 48 inch range. So you do have some pluses and minuses there to kind of think about, but it's not bad at all. The Pulse Blast Cannon seems to be really awesome. If your opponent is heavy into using like knights, dreadnoughts, vehicles of any kind, definitely consider using this and some hammerheads to take him out, because anytime you're able to ping him, that's pretty much a guaranteed kill. Now, is this something that 40k players should expect to see in the future with other releases? Definitely. With 9th edition, I'm not really too keen on it as a whole. Yeah, they're releasing awesome looking models and power creep is back, which I feel hurts the game. Because what GW is doing is they're basically saying, look at this shiny, awesome new thing. You really need it to win your games, right? Well then buy. And then we can expect to see an FAQ come out a few months later that tones it back down. And it's just like, was it really worth it? Because sometimes they won't even do the FAQ properly and they'll just nerf it but keep it at the same point values. So now you may be overpaying for something that's not that good anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it sucks if your Codex came out before this, because obviously you're not going to be getting any new power creep added to your list. Maybe that might change with the whole 40k seasons thing. Maybe we'll just see every unit or every faction get a unit that's really overpowered. But I don't know if I like this. It's like, yeah, I want to get excited to play these things. Yeah, they're good right now, but how are they going to be in the future? That's just GW saying, hey, buy this thing now. Oh, wait, you're going to have to buy this supplement next. Oh, wait, get this campaign book. Oh, it's 10th edition now. Now you got to restructure your whole army and pay again. Nothing new there. This has always been the case with GW and 40k. But take advantage of it while you can, guys. I know Gersh1 hasn't played with his new orcs since they dropped, and I know they've gotten a few rule changes here and there. So the might of the orcs is not at an all-time high, but it's still pretty good. So that's how it's going to be with any army coming out now. You're going to see some really crazy out of this world rules and abilities and new models and whatnot. But it'll eventually get toned down, so it is what it is. I'm excited for it. I mean, I play Tau, so of course I'm going to be excited, so just look at it, you know, with logic. Obviously things are great now, and we'll see how they turn out in the future. That's just how power creep works. It was a huge thing back in 5th edition. Looks like they're bringing it back full swing in 9th. And with that being said, before I end it, I do want to say that there has been an entire Codex leak for the Tau. I don't know how accurate the leaks are. It could be legit. It could just be, you know, hubbub. But I don't know if I want to look at it and see, because I don't want to spoil myself. I don't want to have, quote-unquote, my Christmas come too early. But I don't know. I might just see a little bit here and there to see what I can expect, because I am curious to see how like the commanders are going to be, if we're going to get anything new there. And the thing I'm most concerned about is the whole shield drone thing, where if you bubble wrap your guys with shield drones, like, they'll just never die, and you'll keep on being able to pump out strength 16 damage 12 weapons with these crazy railguns and blast cannons and whatnot. So I have a feeling that's going to change. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because it might just get gutted out completely and you won't have really any incentive to use drones besides just like a buffer before getting charged. But we'll see. The Codex drops pretty soon. I know the Adeptus Custodes and the Genestealer cults should be out today, actually, really, if this video goes out on time. So I'm excited for that. Thoughts? Let me know down below. And as always, I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. This has been the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll catch you then. Peace.